how would I compare a Hahn Macaw and a Golden Conure? Hi, I'm Kaylin, the author of The Parrot Bliss Bond. Please be sure to get your copy on Amazon.com so that you have your handbook to provide the best quality life you can and to avoid any issues. My little Binx isn't feeling well. I don't know what's going on. Mwah. We have a vet appointment for Saturday. In this video, we're comparing Miss I Just Bit Binx's tail, poor Binx, to Emerald. So Binx is a Queen of Bavaria or a Golden Conure, and Emerald is a troublemaker or a Hahn Macaw. Binx is a little bigger. They are from two different families, although they're both Latin American families, and he's mostly Brazilian. I'm not sure exactly. Where do you come from? Where do you come from? She's in the Macaw family. I think she's the smallest macaw, and you might see right down there in the corner is Paloma, our new baby Cape Conure. I wanted her to come out and stretch her little wings and her feet. So Conure family, Macaw family. Why do I prefer the Golden? You know, my experience is a little biased. I love being able to talk about, for example, parrotlets because I really had a lot of experience with them. With these two guys, Emerald is all of my Hahn Macaw experience, and Binx is half of my Golden Conure experience, but he's been a lot more of that experience. Hi, sweetie. You poking your head in? You want to be in the video too, huh? So, my experience is, I feel like it's a little thwarted because Emerald was given to us as a rescue, although she is actually a sweet girl. Come here, step up. Hi. She does tricks. One of her tricks is not biting her back, but she bites the tail feathers off her back. Emerald, who's a pretty girl? That's right. She said, Emerald, who's a pretty girl? That's right. Good job. Where's your pretty wings? Oh, what beautiful wings. Good girl. Good girl. If I had no other parrots, she would be like the best companion in the world, because I really like to have my parrots bridge a world between a parrot world and a human world, meaning that they really get to live in both. So I like to have two of each species so that they still retain their parrotness, and at the same time they get to connect with us humans, and so they get to live in both worlds at the same time. Emerald didn't have that experience. She grew up by herself, for 11 years. Oh my, I don't even think she had a dog. The only dog she heard was the neighbor's. So when a dog barks, she barks. It's cute. But it means that, I know, you're not feeling good, I know. I don't know why though. Oh, there's dogs barking. We'll see if she starts barking. It means that Emerald is a little needy. She's not bridging the worlds. She just kind of wants your attention. And she's actually sort of stuck in a loop of wanting attention. Whoa, that was right in my ear. I have tried to break that by doing things like letting her kind of find out that she's not alone. I think being around other birds makes her feel better, even though she doesn't bond with any of them. And it is said that Hahn Macaws are really good at befriending other parrots. Okay. I've tried to do things like, what do you need, sweetie? I am coddling him because I'm worried about him. No, don't bite his tail. Doing things like trying to give her love, because, you know, part of her just feels like she's not going to get herself taken care of. And so trying to shift that, but it's not easy. Huh, sweetie? So when she does get 100% of the attention, she tends to do a little better, huh? Yes. Emerald is loving. She is affectionate. I think she bit me once. When she was first coming over, she was excited. You know, That's sort of a wah kind of situation for a parrot. And Binx is just, I would say, the typical Golden Conure that whatever created everything in the universe created parrots in the color of gold when it came to love, because this is the most loving, the most affectionate species I've encountered. And I say that not only from my experience, but from what other people have said about their Goldens. So, very incredible. He is just amazing. He's befriended our 2 male capes, our orange-winged Amazon is crazy about him. He just, you know, he's just incredible that way. Very, very loving and easily bridges those 2 worlds. If you have a Golden Conure, I would strongly recommend either having 2 or having another parrot, because these guys are extremely social. My little girl just pooped over here and I don't want her to step in it. Oh, and Emerald, don't go biting Binx again. Come here, Binx. There you go. Mwah. So what else? Binx can be noisy, but he usually isn't, and when he is, it's usually not that bad. Oh, no. No. Now we're putting our beak in the poop. So that's gonna bring this video to a wrap so I can clean up. Emerald can be noisy. I think part of it is her, because she does this wah-wah quite a bit. It ebbs and flows. It gets worse and it gets better. But you know, all in all, Binx is just, I mean, well, right now he's not feeling well, so it's a little unrepresentative. He's usually what I call very genki, and that's a Japanese word meaning kind of like very active, very energetic, bouncing off the wall. You're usually a monkey, aren't you? Yes. And so right now he's pretty chill, but even when he is genki, he's not usually as a matter of fact, I would say Golden Conures can be pretty loud, but I find that I don't know how often I hear him. I hear him every now and then, maybe once or twice a day. It's, of course, my house has some noisemakers, so take that with a grain of salt kind of thing. I hope that helps give you some ideas as to why I prefer Golden. I think a lot of it is the love. They're just so incredibly loving. Oh, look at her. Look at this little girl. And I think the Hands is amazing. The Hands is going to be a talker. If you're after talking, you're going to want a Hands Macaw, and you're going to want to practice talking to your Hands Macaw quite a bit. This guy, I understand that he can talk. His voice is always going to sound very birdie-like, but basically, I don't think they really talk. And yet, he would be my first choice. He is. You are, aren't you? Because I do adore him. Anything else? Anything else? And Emerald's a gem. She is so sweet. She just wants to, you know, be loved and bond and that kind of thing. But she's really happy. I would rehome her if I thought she would be happier somewhere else, but I don't think she would be. So she's in the flock. And what else can I say about you? She doesn't cause problems. Neither does Binx. They don't go and antagonize other birds. Like, I don't have that problem at all. No problems with you, huh? For me, she's really been easy. Binx isn't feeling well. Ugh, why aren't you feeling well? Emerald, I haven't had that problem. She's just been really easy. Of course, Binx isn't a year old, and once a parrot's kind of really established, and I think established is a different age, you know, depending on the bird. Once they're really established, I think they're pretty good to go. And so since he's still young, we're just not quite all the way strong, huh, baby? Yeah, I know, you're not feeling good. My poor little. Yes. So, there's some really good points to both of them, there are some, do you have any downsides? He's you know, he's a little boomerang-y, velcro-y. In other words, when he wants to be with me, it's kind of hard to get him off because he is so social. Sweetie, what's going on? So maybe that gives you a negative to him, a con kind of thing. A less attractive aspect, as well as, I mean, you could see it with her. I would say, you know, my other two macaws are quote-unquote normal-sized macaws, and they make noise, but not like all day. Rah, rah, not like that all day. I really think that's an emotional charge with Emerald, meaning it is emotional scarring from having been in a situation where she was the only bird, and she just didn't feel like I don't think the owners knew how to meet her needs fully, not from a lack of trying, not from a lack of wanting, just because maybe in their case, because I don't like absolutes, I don't think it's absolutely true all the time, but in their case, I think that learning what a parrot is like with a smaller, quote, easier parrot would have probably acclimated them and kind of let them experience what a parrot is like, because parrots are high maintenance and highly demanding. So I feel like they weren't able to meet that highness, or they didn't quite know how to meet it, or they didn't know it was going to be there. And I feel like you could see the effect. Now, the reason she was given to us, though, wasn't because they gave up on her. It's because the wife got really sick, really, really sick. And so he had to spend all his time taking care of her and trying to work. And so they couldn't take care of Emerald anymore. So that's a wrap. If you have any questions about two different species that I know about, or anything else about parrots, please be sure to comment below on the Facebook, Instagram Messenger, or on parrotbliss.com. Also, be sure to get your bottle of Tinx CBD oil. It is a must-have, so that if Binx had gotten hurt and on days when something's up with your parrot, or people come over and your parrot's like kind of freaking out, you can give them a couple drops of CBD and try to help them relax a little bit, ease their experience. Thank you for joining me in this blissful video and poopy. I will catch you next time.